Thinking about moving to Las Vegas and want to know what neighborhood is the best? Well, I get this question all the time. And in today's video, I'm going to rank 8 of the most popular neighborhoods in the Las Vegas Valley. And if you're a Las Vegas local already, stick around to the end and let me know what you think of the rankings. If you're new here, my name is Olga. I make videos about living in Las Vegas. I'm also a real estate agent. So if you have any questions about real estate in any of these communities as you're watching this video, feel free to text me in real time. I'm going to put my contact right there, or give me a call. A quick disclaimer, I want to be as fair and objective as possible. So I've come up with 12 categories in which these neighborhoods will be scored in. And these categories are the categories that most commonly come up when buyers are looking to purchase a home. And within each of those categories, there will be a score given. The scores will be 0, 1, or 2, with 2 being the best possible score. So the highest score that a neighborhood can get is 24. The first neighborhood on my list is Green Valley Ranch. Green Valley Ranch is a sought-after community that's located in the heart of Henderson, just off the 215 freeway. It's known for its family-friendly atmosphere, well-manicured landscaping, and easy access to shopping, dining, and entertainment, as well as the 215 freeway, which helps you commute all over the Las Vegas Valley. Green Valley Ranch is also centered around the district, which is an amazing outdoor mall that has Whole Foods, shops, restaurants, as well as Green Valley Ranch Casino, which has everything you could possibly ask for, whether you are a tourist or a local. And now let's hop into the scoring. We're going to start with category number 1, and that is location. And I have a couple of things that I'm going to use to score Green Valley Ranch on location. First up, we're going to look at proximity to shopping, dining, entertainment, and just activities and things to do. And within that, Green Valley Ranch gets a 2 because it is so close to anything that you would want to be close to. It is centered around the district, like I mentioned, an outdoor mall that has everything. There is like 10 grocery stores within a mile from Green Valley Ranch. There's Lee's Family Forum, and really anything that you would want for daily convenience. Next up is proximity to health, wellness, and outdoor activities. Green Valley Ranch is located at the heart of it all, whether it's parks, gyms, or golf courses. This area has close proximity to all of it. There's actually a park within a mile of each home in Green Valley Ranch. Lifetime Fitness has a massive facility right next to the district, and there's plenty of golf courses, both public and private, within a 10-minute drive from Green Valley Ranch. So Green Valley Ranch scores a 2 in this category as well. Next up is proximity to highly ranked public schools, and for this ranking, we are going to look at a site called niche.com. And when looking at the data and the schools in the Green Valley area, the schools are mostly given a score of a B. So because of this, we are going to give a 1 in this category to Green Valley Ranch. Next, we're going to look at safety. And for that, we're going to look at data from crimegate.org. So for a quick description, the dark green on this map that you're looking at is the safest, and then red is the least safe. So when you look at Green Valley Ranch, you could see that it is a light green, so it is a really safe area. It is not the dark green. So for this, we are going to give a score of 1. To break down the scoring system for you guys, 2 is the highest score, so it's the best score. 1 is middle of the road, and 0 is a poor score. Next, we're moving into value and cost of housing. The median price point in Green Valley Ranch is $518,000. So the way that I'm going to score this specific category, anything that is in the 400,000s is going to get a 2, the best value you can get. Anything that is in the 500,000s is going to get a 1 medium value, and anything in the 600,000s and up is going to get a 0 because that is starting to creep up there as far as prices go. So Green Valley Ranch, based on our scoring system, gets a 1 for pricing. Next, we're going to look at value. And to look at value, we are going to specifically look at the year-over-year growth. And to do that, we are going to use a Reventure that has data around all of this. So the year-over-year growth in value of homes in Green Valley Ranch is between 5.5% and 6.5%. So anything that is over 6% in year-over-year growth is going to get a 2 for us. So Green Valley gets a 2 in this category. Next up, we are going to look at the cost of HOA. Green Valley Ranch tends to have a lower HOA compared to the rest of the Las Vegas Valley. It is a more established community that's been around since the 80s. There is no LIDs, which are local improvement district fees, because those are now gone, and not as many gated communities. So in this category, Green Valley Ranch gets a 2. You're mostly going to see HOA costs of under $100. Some are $30, some are $50, some are $80. Now I'm going to pick up the pace now that I've really explained the scoring system so we can breeze through this list. The next category is the amenities within Green Valley Ranch. So when I bring up amenities, I'm talking about pools, fitness centers, things like that within the communities. And I would give Green Valley Ranch a 1 for this because I would say the amenities are about middle of the road here, which doesn't really matter too much considering how close you are to yoga studios, to gyms, to walking paths, to parks. Like I said, there's a park within a mile of every house in Green Valley Ranch. So there is so much to do outside of the communities, but that is the score that Green Valley Ranch gets in this category. Next up is lot sizes. I would give Green Valley Ranch a 1 in this category simply because the lot sizes are fairly average. I would say they are 5,000 square feet and under in most of the communities within Green Valley Ranch. Next up is a character and diversity of the homes within Green Valley Ranch. So in this category, I'm actually going to give Green Valley Ranch a 0 because there are a lot of cookie cutter homes over here. Like I said, it's a master plan community, so the homes do tend to look alike throughout Green Valley Ranch. Next up is walkability. In this category, I'm going to give Green Valley Ranch a 1. There are a lot of walking paths and you are very close to a lot of things in Green Valley Ranch. Next up is home layouts. This category, I'm going to give a 0, and let me explain why. A lot of the homes are built in the 80s in Green Valley Ranch, so the layouts are not as open as a lot of today's buyers would like for them to be, unless of course the home has been remodeled. Okay, so in adding up all of those points, Green Valley Ranch scores a 14 out of 24, which puts it in the B tier. Number 2 on our list is Southern Highlands. Let's hop into the categories. First category is proximity to shopping, dining, and entertainment. So I'm going to give Southern Highlands a 1 here. Now you can jump straight onto the 15 and head north and be by the strip in 15 minutes. However, it is not really as robust and built out where you have super easy access to stores like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. So you still need to do a bit of driving to go to stores that are the daily conveniences or some of the restaurants that you might find in Summerlin or in Green Valley Ranch. So for that reason, I am giving it a 1. Proximity to health, wellness, and outdoor activities. Well, Southern Highlands is great for golf. It is based around a golf course. Southern Highlands is really close to a mountain. So there are some activities that are very close to the area. However, I'm going to give it a score of 1. Next up is proximity to highly ranked public schools. The schools around Southern Highlands show up in the B category on our map on niche.com. So I'm going to give a 1 within this category. Next up is safety. We are going to give Southern Highlands a 2, just because as you could see in the map over here, the whole area is shaded in green. Within Southern Highlands, there are quite a few gated communities, so that adds to the level of safety within the area. Next category is home prices. Southern Highlands will score a 1 for me within this category. The median price point in Southern Highlands for single family home is $531,000. So like I mentioned, anything in the 5s gets a 1. So the next category is HOA. Southern Highlands is a master plan community, so it is highly unlikely to find a home that is not in an HOA community in Southern Highlands. And there are typically more than one HOA. There's the Southern Highlands Master HOA, and then there's a sub HOA. So you're gonna end up paying 2 HOAs. So for that reason, I'm giving it a 0. Year over year home value growth in Southern Highlands is 5.7%. So in this category, it earns a 1. Next category is neighborhood character. And Southern Highlands, it is such a beautiful master plan community, and there is so much variety in between the different areas of Southern Highlands. So much mature landscaping, beautiful homes that really vary from one area to another. You have multi-million-dollar estates, and you also have starter homes as well as condos and townhomes. So for that, I'm going to give Southern Highlands a score of a 2. Next category is lot sizes. So traditionally, Southern Highlands tends to have bigger lot sizes. So for that, I'm giving Southern Highlands a 2. Next up is neighborhood amenities, and I'm going to give this a for sure 2. Southern Highlands has so many amazing amenities, everything from parks, dog parks, golf course, country club, to some of the communities within Southern Highlands having their own private fitness centers, pools. There is really anything and everything that you need within Southern Highlands. Next up is walkability. So while Southern Highlands is the southernmost community in the Las Vegas Valley, and you definitely need to get into your car and drive to a lot of the things that you would want to get to on the 15 freeway, there is a lot of walkability within Southern Highlands. There's 7 miles of walking, biking, and running paths that connect all of the communities within Southern Highlands together. So for that, I'm going to give it a 1. Next up is desirability of home layouts. So I was so back and forth about the score for this category. Southern Highlands has some of the most incredible homes, mega mansions where celebrities live, and such a variety of other homes and starter homes that were built in the 2000s. So I'm very torn between giving it a 1 and a 2, because if you are looking for a home that is just breathtaking with Mediterranean architecture that is very unique from the newer homes that are built in, the last couple of years, you get that uniqueness. So I think I'm gonna go with a 2. Okay, so let's add up the scores. We are at the total of 16 out of 24 for Southern Highlands, which takes it into the B tier, just ahead of Green Valley Ranch. The next neighborhood on our list is Inspirada. Inspirada is a vibrant master plan community that's located in Henderson, just 15 miles south of the Las Vegas Strip. Inspirada is known for its family-friendly environment, lots of outdoor spaces and parks, as well as modern homes that have been built in the last 10 plus years and that are still being built. First up is proximity to dining, shopping, entertainment, and daily conveniences. In this category, I am giving Inspirada a 1. And Inspirada is located quite a bit down south from the Las Vegas Strip, quite a bit away from Green Valley Ranch, Summerlin, but they are building a lot of restaurants, coffee shops. So if this was 2 years ago, I would likely give Inspirada a 0, but with the new Inspirada Stations Casino coming in the next few years, breaking ground in 2025, with the M Resort getting an update and all of the new restaurants and shops that are coming to Inspirada, I'm definitely not giving it a 0 this time. Next category is proximity to health, wellness, and outdoor activities. I'm going to give Inspirada a 2 here. Inspirada has over 85 acres of parks, including 5 community parks. There are fitness centers within Inspirada. There are pools. There are tons of walking and biking trails. So it is very easy to be outside in Inspirada. Next up is proximity to highly ranked schools. Inspirada is zoned for some of the top ranked schools in the Las Vegas Valley. Pinecrest Academy gets an A on niche.com. Coral Academy of Arts and Science also gets an A-. And the Shirley and Bill Wallen Elementary School gets an A-. So schools are top-notch in Inspirada, so that's a 2. Next up is safety. And looking at this map, you could tell Inspirada is in dark green, so that is the safest. So we are going to give Inspirada a 2 in this category. And the red and the orange that you see right here on this map is not part of Inspirada. Next up, we're gonna look at the category of home prices in Inspirada. Inspirada's median price point of a single family home is $545,000. So for that, we are going to give it a score of 1. Next up is the HOA category. Because Inspirada is a master plan community, you will not find a home that is not a part of an HOA community in Inspirada. That being said, while there is an HOA for every home that will be bought in Inspirada, the HOA is pretty low. And you actually get so much with that HOA. You have the access to 5 community pools. Some of the communities have a fitness center. There are the parks. You also have the access to the farmers market. You have fitness classes that are being held in Inspirada. So you do get quite a bit for that. So in this category, I'm going to give Inspirada a 1. Next up is the year-over-year home value growth, and that is a 5.5% in Inspirada. So for that, I'm going to score Inspirada a 1. Next up is neighborhood amenities, and in this category, Inspirada gets a 2. Like I mentioned, there are 5 community pools. There are 85 acres of green spaces. There's a basketball court. There is a farmer's markets, fitness classes. There is actually a little grocery store within Inspirada that has deli. There's music there every night. There's a little fridge with wine and cheeses. So it's very cute, and you get so much in Inspirada that you don't actually even have to leave the community if you don't want to. Lot sizes. Inspirada gets a 0 for lot sizes. The lot sizes are on the smaller side in Inspirada. Some townhomes don't really even get a backyard. You get a front yard. Character and diversity of homes. I would say Inspirada gets a 0 for me in this category. Don't get me wrong. I love Inspirada. I love how new the community is. I love the builders that are building in Inspirada, KV Homes, Toll Brothers. They are beautiful homes, but they do look a lot alike all throughout the community. You don't really get too much diversity. Now you do get some very cute townhomes that have that brick style that you might find in New York, but overall, it is definitely a community that very much looks the same. Walkability. So I'm going to give Inspirada a 1 in this category. There is a ton of walkability within Inspirada. There are miles of walking, running, and biking trails. However, you are 15 miles away from the Las Vegas Strip, so you do have to get into your car and get on the freeway for about 15 minutes to get to the Strip and to the other parts of the Las Vegas Valley. Desirability of home layouts. In this category, I am hands down giving Inspirada a 2. All of the homes are very modern, they're open, and today's buyer tends to really love the layouts of whether it's a townhome or single family home in Inspirada. They definitely get a lot of wows, so it's a 2. Okay, in adding up all of the scores, Inspirada gets a 15, which puts it in between Green Valley Ranch and Southern Highlands in the B tier. The next neighborhood on our list is Sky Canyon. Located in the northwest part of the Las Vegas Valley, Sky Canyon is a master plan community, one of the newest master plan communities actually in the Las Vegas Valley, that blends suburban comfort with outdoor adventure. First category is a proximity to shopping, dining, and entertainment. I would give Sky Canyon a 1 in this category. Sky Canyon has quite a bit going on within the community. It actually has the biggest Smiths in the entire Las Vegas Valley that has a bar in the middle. It has all of the grocery stores that you would want, Starbucks, there's a vet out there, and also you're about 10 to 15 minutes away from downtown Summerlin, so you are not too far from Red Rock Casino and everything that you can find in downtown Summerlin, but you are about 40 minutes away from the Las Vegas Strip, so that is what takes the point down to a 1 for me. Proximity to health, wellness, and outdoor activities. This is a straight up 2 for me. It is an outdoor lover's paradise out in Sky Canyon. You are about 30 minutes away from Mount Charleston. You are very close to Lone Mountain, super close to Red Rock Canyon. I mean, you name it. So there we go, solid 2. Next up is the schools category, and I'm giving Sky Canyon a 2. Now, looking at this map, there are a couple of schools in Sky Canyon, and they are both ranked at an A, including Somerset Sky Canyon and Northwest Career Technical Academy. Next up is safety. So I'm giving Sky Canyon a 1 here. As you could see on the map, it is light green, so it's not quite that dark green color. Next up is cost of homes. So median price point in Sky Canyon is just under $500. $490. So I'm going to give Sky Canyon a 2 in this category because you can get a home in the 400,000s. Next up is HOA. So because Sky Canyon is a master planned community, you are going to be paying HOAs no matter where you live in Sky Canyon. But that being said, the HOA is really worth it in Sky Canyon. They have an amazing community fitness center. There are tons of parks, splash pads. There's a farmer's market. It is definitely one of those communities that really tries to offer its residents everything that they need so they don't have to leave Sky Canyon. Year over year growth of home values is right around 5%. So I'm going to give Sky Canyon a 1 in that category. Neighborhood amenities, Sky Canyon hands down gets a 2. As I mentioned, there is a fitness center, Sky Fitness. There is also a clubhouse that has a coffee shop in there, free Wi-Fi. There is so much going on within the community. There's yoga classes. There's community events that really foster people hanging out together and really staying within the community to use all of the amenities that are available for them. Lot sizes. In this category, I'm going to give Sky Canyon a 1. It is in between a 0 and a 1 for me. I would say most often the comment that I hear from potential buyers in Sky Canyon is, oh man, I wish the lot was just a little bit bigger. It is a master plan community, so there are a lot of homes being built right next to each other. So that is one thing that tends to go. Character and diversity of the community. I would give a Sky Canyon a 1 here. There are a lot of similar looking homes within the communities of one builder, but there are a lot of builders that are building within Sky Canyon. You have all of the top builders that you could think of, right? But that being said, you also have such a beautiful backdrop of the mountains, and the landscaping is really beautiful in Sky Canyon. So that's why I'm really wanting to give it a 1 versus a 0. Desirability of home layouts, hands down gets a 2 for me because all of the homes are modern and are still being built and will be built for the next foreseeable future. It is really the layouts that today's buyer is looking for. They're super open, floor to ceiling windows, lots of natural light, and pretty easy to maintain desert landscaping. So tallying up all of the points for Sky Canyon, we are at 17 points. which puts Sky Canyon in the A tier. And this is our first neighborhood that's made it to the A tier. Yay! So quick side note, if you have not already figured this out, I actually did not pre-score these neighborhoods because let's be real, they're all great. They're at the top and every single one of these neighborhoods could be in the A tier. But I'm scoring these in real time, so that's why you're seeing the surprise on my face, is because I actually did not know how these would score. The next neighborhood on the list is Lone Mountain. So we are going just a little bit down south from Sky Canyon, but we are still staying in the northwest part of the Las Vegas Valley. Lone Mountain is a very unique suburban neighborhood that is situated around a single standing mountain called Lone Mountain. And it's really known for its peaceful residential feel that is close to outdoor activities like hikes at Lone Mountain. So I'm going to give Lone Mountain a 1 in the category of proximity to shopping, dining, and entertainment. While it is definitely really close to downtown Summerlin, it's about an 8-minute drive. You can also shoot up to Sky Canyon. And of course, there's some shopping and dining in the Lone Mountain area, but it's not right there in the heart of it. Proximity to health, wellness, and outdoor activities, I'm going to give Lone Mountain a 2. Like I said, you are right there around Lone Mountain, and it is such a beautiful hike. People often take their dogs there, they ride their bikes there, they go walking, running. So that is the main attraction of Lone Mountain area when it comes to outdoor activities. And then you're also 5 to 8 minutes away from downtown Summerlin that has lots of workout studios, and you're also very close to golf courses in the surrounding area. And there is also the 215 Beltway bike loop where you can just hop on your bike and ride for miles. Proximity to highly ranked schools. Lone Mountain gets a score of 1 within this category. As you could see on the map here, most of the schools in this area get a B score. Next category is safety. So in looking at our handy dandy map over here, as you could see, most of the area is dark green and light green. So here we have a 2. So next up is home prices, and the median price point in Lone Mountain for a single family home is $445. So Lone Mountain gets a 2 in this category because there are a lot of homes in the 400,000s within this neighborhood. HOA, so in this category, I'm going to give Lone Mountain a 2 in this category because you have the option to get a home in an HOA community or in a non-HOA community. And if you do get a home in an HOA community, the HOA definitely tends to be on the lower side. Home value growth year over year is 5.7% in Lone Mountain. So for that, it gets a point. Community amenities. So in this category, I'm going to give Lone Mountain a 0. There are really not a lot of community fitness centers, community pools. There's so many beautiful outdoor spaces, like I mentioned, Lone Mountain. Not really the amenities that you would find in places like Sky Canyon or Inspirada. Lot sizes. So in this category, I'm giving Lone Mountain a 2. Lot sizes in the area tend to be bigger than a lot of the newer master plan communities. There are a lot of homes that have oversized lots that are over half an acre. So definitely a 2 for this category. I recently did a video where I toured a house in Lone Mountain Heights, which is right across from Lone Mountain. And this home particularly had an oversized backyard. And I'm telling you guys, this was massive. It was about half an acre. And of course, it is a little bit larger than most lots you will find, but there are those anomalies that you can definitely find. Character and diversity of homes. I will give Lone Mountain 2 in this category. I have seen such a variety of homes within Lone Mountain, and you get modern remodeled, you get lots of character out there, and like I said, there are a lot of homes in non-HOA communities, so you definitely don't get that cookie cutter feel. Next up is walkability. In this category, I'm giving Lone Mountain a 1. Let me explain. So Lone Mountain, you definitely do have to hop onto the 215 freeway to get to Summerlin, to get to Sky Canyon, or really to get around Lone Mountain. But I also find that it is very walkable within the smaller pockets. I oftentimes see kids walking from school to their homes. People will walk from the different communities within Lone Mountain to Lone Mountain to do the actual hike. So there is that balance. Desirability of home layouts. For this, I would give Lone Mountain a score of 1. I have seen a lot of very desirable home layouts, some really cool backyards. I wouldn't say you find a lot of those modern open layouts that a lot of the buyers these days are looking for, but the layouts are definitely really nice and really attractive for most buyers. Okay, so we've tallied up the score and Lone Mountain is at 17. It is right up there with a Sky Canyon in A tier. Hey. The next neighborhood on the list is Cadence. Cadence is one of the newest master plan communities in the Las Vegas Valley. It is located in Henderson, and Cadence is known for its modern feel, family-friendly environment, as well as connectivity. First up, proximity to shopping, dining, and entertainment. In this category, I will give Cadence a 0. It is a bit out there, and you do have to drive quite far to get to your closest grocery store. And while you are close to Water Street, you're about 8 minutes away. Water Street is also still up and coming, and there's really no grocery stores over there either, or really much of entertainment. Proximity to health, wellness, and outdoor activities. I'm going to give Cadence a 1 here. Cadence is all about the outdoors. It has a massive 50-acre central park in the middle of the community. It is also really close to some amazing hikes, and it's really not too far from Lake Las Vegas and Lake Mead, but it is also pretty distant from other things like golf courses, gyms, workout studios. Next up is schools. So in this category, I will give Cadence a 1. Majority of the schools that are zoned for Cadence get a B grade, as you could see on the map here, with the exception of Pinecrest Academy Cadence, which gets a grade of an A. Safety ranking category. So in this category, Cadence gets a 1. As you could see on the map, there is light green and there is some orange that borders Cadence. Home prices. So in this category, Cadence gets a 2 with a median price point of $468. HOA. So in this category, I would give Cadence a 1. It's a master plan community, so you are going to have to pay an HOA to live in Cadence. However, the HOA is not very high, and it also incorporates so many cool amenities. As I mentioned, there's parks, there's splash pads, there is dog parks, there's a sports field, and Cadence also emphasizes on smart living. There's free Wi-Fi at many of the parks throughout Cadence. Year over year increase in value. So in this category, I am giving Cadence a 0. So Cadence had the lowest increase out of all of the neighborhoods on the list thus far at 4%. In the community amenities category, I am going to give Cadence a 1. Now, there are a ton of amenities in Cadence. Like I've mentioned, there is a massive park, there's sports fields, there is splash pads, there's miles and miles of walking trails, lots of greenery, outdoor space, free Wi-Fi throughout the community. But what's missing for me and why it didn't get a 2 is there isn't a big community center or a big fitness center at the community. Lot sizes, I'm going to give this a 0. Not really much to say on the subject other than the lot sizes are small compared to the rest of the Las Vegas Valley. Walkability within the neighborhood. So there are so many walking trails that connect Cadence, the community, together. So that's amazing. Definitely gets a point for that. As far as walkability goes to things like grocery stores, coffee shops, restaurants, you definitely have to hop into your car and drive to those. Side note, you can actually walk on a sidewalk all the way to Water Street. It's probably a 30-minute walk, so it's not overly close, but that is one area that is walkable from Cadence. Desirability of home layouts. Now in this category, Cadence gets a 2. Every single home builder in the Las Vegas Valley is building out in Cadence, so there is such a variety of floor plans that are available there. Of course, they're all modern, they're open, have lots of windows, lots of natural light. So there you have it. It's a 2 straight up. So tallying up all of the numbers for Cadence, it gets a 10 for me, and that puts Cadence in the D tier. The next neighborhood on our list is Mountain's Edge. Mountain's Edge is a master plan community located in the southwest part of the Las Vegas Valley. It's really the perfect blend of suburban living with modern amenities. Mountain's Edge is known for its family-friendly atmosphere, lots of parks, and proximity to lots of outdoor activities. Okay, so in the category of proximity to shopping, dining, and entertainment, I am going to give Mountain's Edge a 1. Now you are about 5 to 10 minutes away from your Target, your Walmart, your Home Depot, Starbucks, some fast casual restaurants. So you are pretty close to those day-to-day conveniences, but you do have to drive quite a bit. Now, I did consider giving a 0 within this category, but in recent years, that Blue Diamond corridor has been super built up, and now there's definitely a lot going on there as far as those conveniences go. Proximity to health, wellness, and outdoor activities. Now, I will give this a 1. So you have proximity to Mountain's Edge Regional Park. You have proximity to Exploration Peak Park. So definitely super close to a lot of cool outdoor activities, but definitely have to drive a bit to get to workout studios, golf courses, gyms, etc. So when it comes to schools, in this category, I am going to give Mountain's Edge a 2. As you could see on our map, there are schools that are getting A grades and B grades, with Doral Academy leading the way over here. In the category of safety, as you could see on our map, Mountain's Edge is in a light green. So with that, it's getting 1 point. Cost of homes. So in this category, I'm giving Mountain's Edge a 2. The median price point in Mountain's Edge is a $468. In the HOA category, I'm giving Mountain's Edge a 1. So it really depends on where you are within Mountain Edge, which community, whether it is gated or not. The prices are fairly low. They range from $30 to $80 a month, unless you are in a special gated community that has special additional HOA fees. But there you have it. It's a straight up 1. Year over year growth in a value. So Mountain's Edge is at 5.5% in growth. So that gets it 1 point. In the community amenities category, Mountain's Edge scores a 1 for me. Now, Mountain's Edge is known for its parks, its access to hiking trails, its open spaces. However, it doesn't have that big community center, fitness center, things like that. So that's why I'm only giving it a 1 here. Lot sizes. So in this category, I'm giving Mountain's Edge a 1. So standard lot size in Mountain's Edge is between 3 and 7,000 square feet. Now, there are some larger lots where there's custom homes, but on average, I would say it is kind of middle of the road lot size compared to everywhere else in the Las Vegas Valley. Character and the diversity of the community and the homes, I'm going to give it a straight up 1, really middle of the road. So when it comes to a walkability in this category, I am going to give Mountain's Edge a 0. You really can't walk anywhere. You can definitely walk to the hike that's based around the community, but other than that, it is pretty limited walkability over there. And last but not least, category is the desirability of the layouts. This community started to be developed in 2004, so the layouts are reflective of that time, not as open as today, so definitely I would give it a 1. Okay, so we tallied up the score for Mountain's Edge and and we have 13 points, which puts Mountain's Edge in the C tier. Last but not least on our list of neighborhoods is Anthem. Anthem is a master plan community that is located in Henderson that's known for its beautiful homes, resort-style amenities, and stunning views of the Las Vegas Valley. Okay, in the category of proximity to shopping, dining, and entertainment, I am giving Anthem a 1. Anthem is just a few minutes away from the various shopping centers and grocery stores and restaurants that are located in Henderson. Proximity to health, wellness, and outdoor activities, I'm gonna have to give Anthem a 2. There are multiple golf course communities in Henderson. There is also proximity to a lot of Henderson's fitness centers, yoga studios. There is also plenty of walking and bike trails all throughout Henderson. So it's an easy 2 for me. When it comes to schools, I am giving Anthem a 1. As you could see on our map here, a lot of the schools that are zoned for Anthem are given a B grade. In the safety category, so this score is given solely based on this map right here that you guys are looking at. As you could see, a lot of Anthem is in orange and red. Now there are of course parts of Anthem that are dark green. Anthem Country Club is a gated community, so of course the safety there is off the charts. But overall, just based off this map and the data, it's a 0. So let's talk cost of homes in Anthem. And at a median price point of a home in Anthem is $600,000. So based on our handy dandy ranking score, Anthem gets a 0 for having slightly higher priced homes. Next up is the HOA category, and this is a really tough category for Anthem. Anthem HOA is all over the place. So you have your guard gated communities like Anthem Country Club, where the HOA is anywhere between $275 and $400. You have your Sun City Anthem where the HOA is around $400. And then you have other communities that are gated where the HOA is around $60 to $90. So in Anthem, you really get what you pay for. It's pretty hard to give it a score. So I'm just going to go right down the middle and give it a 1. So the year-over-year home growth in Anthem is actually pretty high. It's at 6.6%. It's the highest percentage that we have seen on our list. So because of that, we're giving it a 2. The next category is neighborhood amenities. So similar to HOAs, there is a variety of amenities that are available within Anthem. So you're going to have very different amenities if you are living inside Anthem Country Club than if you are living at Sun City Anthem, for example, or some of the other Anthem communities. So I'm just going to go straight down the middle with this one and give it a 1. Of course, it could be a 2 if we're just looking at Anthem Country Club. It is one of the most gorgeous communities in Las Vegas that I've ever been to. The homes they feel like you are in Italy. And of course, there's the maintenance of the golf course and the communities and the guard gate. You have that level of security, but you would have a different level of amenities in other communities. For lot sizes, I would give Anthem a 2. The lot sizes at Anthem are decently sized. I've seen some humongous lots, and even in your 55 plus Sun City Anthem community, the lots are pretty great. So when it comes to character and diversity of homes in this category, I am giving Anthem a 2. There is such a wide variety of homes. Definitely does not feel cookie cutter. I actually really love driving into Anthem because it really feels super different than the rest of the Las Vegas Valley, and I really appreciate that. So next up is walkability. This one's tough. I would give it a 0 simply because Anthem is perched up on a hill. And while I definitely have seen people walking their dogs on the sidewalks and riding their bikes, overall, I would give it a 0 for walkability because you do have to hop into your car and drive for the most part. And last but not least category for Anthem is the desirability of the home layouts. I would give this a 1. And this really, again, just depends on which community you are in Anthem. The desirability of the homes in Anthem Country Club it's like a 5. But there's other homes that are older, so the layout tends to be not as open, a little bit darker, not as much natural light. So for me, it's a straight up 1. So in adding up all of the points for Anthem, we are at 13, which barely misses the B tier, landing in the C category, rounding out our list of the 8 most popular neighborhoods. So in today's video, I covered just 8 communities here in the Las Vegas Valley, but there are so many more neighborhoods that did not make the list today that are just as amazing. So if you think that there is a neighborhood that I missed from this list that you would love to see in future videos like this, please drop it in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys about what you think is the best neighborhood here in the Las Vegas Valley. And let me know what you think of my list. I must admit, I was even surprised myself. Like I told you guys, I did not have this scoring pre-planned. I scored it as I went. So I'd love to hear from you. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Put it in the comments. Also, if you have any questions about any of these neighborhoods or any other neighborhoods in Las Vegas, in Henderson, all around the Las Vegas Valley, please reach out to me. I'm putting my number down here. Also, all of my contact information is below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. What do you think, Reese? What's your favorite neighborhood in Las Vegas?
She's a Spanish Oaks girl.
She's a Spanish Oaks girl. Don't you love Spanish Oaks, Reese?